here for the because I want people to see the new look around me. Do you see the new?
Yeah, I'm really proud of you. Let me observe.
All right, go on.
You had an issue before where there was these two black bars cutting off your wide angle.
Yeah.
You know, and it was perplexing to say the least. I know you were frustrated by that.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do? And now it's been fixed. You're framed up well. You're lit well. The camera looks great on you. And might I say, do you have artwork behind you?
Look at that. I have artwork. Can we call that? You can't really see his face, but I've had that. You want to know the story behind that, Anna?
Sure.
That is the late great Jack Johnson. Do you know who Jack Johnson is?
No.
One of the greatest Americans to ever live. And Jack Johnson was a boxer. He was born late 1800s, from what I can remember. Probably died. I don't know. Don't know when he died. Probably before. I'm going to guess he died before 1950. But he was the Muhammad Ali of his day. And some would say that Ken Burns, actually, I read a thing on him not long ago. Ken Burns, the filmmaker, said he was probably the greatest African-American to ever live.
Okay.
That's saying a lot. Right?
That is saying a lot.
There's a lot of great African-Americans.
Yes, that's true.
And this guy, I mean, he did it. He was quite the boxer, but quite the businessman. And, knew what to do with his money. I want to say he opened restaurants and the whole thing. And I don't know the whole story, but I know he was arrested and charged with, I don't want to say this wrong. I'm sure I can Wikipedia it, but I don't have time to. Taking a white woman across state lines. Now, taking a white woman across state lines is not a crime.
That sounds like some Mississippi burning plotline shit that I don't like
right.
it.
But
I don't like it.
The way they put it was he took a woman across state lines, a woman, not a white woman, but a woman across state lines for nefarious reasons. Like you wanted to have sex with her in a different state. Now, they wouldn't have ever charged a white man with this, but that was the way to get around. It was called the Mann Act.
They were saying she wasn't consenting.
No, she can consent all she want. Back then, you as a man, you weren't allowed to do that, for nefarious reasons, to go have sex with a woman in a different state. So he transported a woman for reasons that they said, which was bullshit. It was a racist thing. They didn't like seeing a white woman with
a black man.
Man. I mean, if people don't think we've moved past a lot of this racism problem, I mean, we have. This was, Jim Crow days and all that kind. I think the Jim Crow laws happened after that. I'm not really up on that history, but yeah, this guy broke all kinds of barriers. And that, I wish I knew more about him. I know he died in Chicago. I think he died in a car crash. I do remember this. Love Donald Trump or hate Donald Trump. I remember one of the things Donald Trump did in his presidency, and I remember seeing, because I don't pay attention to Fox or CNN or MSNBC. I just don't. I'm not a political guy, as you know. But Trump pardoned this guy. So that's got to be, now whether he did it for political reasons.
He pardoned Jack Johnson?
Jack Johnson, yeah. Got it. So that was good. So there you have it. But when I broke my leg, I turned 13 on the 27th of September, and on the 30th of September, in a football game at 13, I broke my leg in so many places that they put me in a body cast.
Did you do the Theismann before the Theismann was cool?
Oh yeah, I did the Theismann. The Theismann did it on his tibia and fibula. I did it the biggest bone in your body, the femur.
Oof.
Yeah, and it was crushed in several places. The doctor said, we'll just call it powder. So they set the bones and the whole thing, and they put me in a body cast up to my nipples. So from my toes to my nipple. And I had to lay flat on my back for, close to 8 weeks. And my great uncle,
That's a rough birthday.
My dad's uncle, my grandfather's brother, came in. He was a big boxer, and he was a big fan of athletics and the whole thing. And he was in the big one, WW2, Uncle Frank. And he walked in with that picture you see behind me, folks. If you go watch this on YouTube video, you'll see it. And back then, the frame was white. I had the frame repainted at some point, even when I was younger. And that was given to my Uncle Frank by a woman, a black woman, who thought my Uncle Frank should have it because he was a big boxing fan. That's the frame she gave it to him in. I've had that assessed by Sotheby's auction house, and it's worth quite a bit. It's an original, and it's one of the few things I have in a frame that I've carried with me through life. And there you have it. Jack Johnson was with me. I stared at him. My uncle put a nail in the wall and hung it. I wish I could show you. He didn't even have the correct kind of how you say that wire that you use to hang pictures, hanging wire. There's a piece of rope, and the piece of rope is still on the back of that. Now, I use a piece of hanging wire to hang it, but there is the rope that he hung it with, a very thin rope. And it's still, I've always left it on the back of that photo. And Jack Johnson, I stared at him every day from that bed for 8 weeks. And now he's up on the wall behind me. Guy had quite the life. Anna, I'm going to bring it. I don't think I told you this, but I'm bringing a special guest on. How about that?
Oh, exciting.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if we can get her on the phone here. The phone's ringing. You hear that, Anna?
I don't hear it.
Yeah. Lois?
Yes.
Hi, it's Vinnie. Can we bring you on the air? You're already on the air.
You're already on the air, honey.
Hold on a second. I need to.
She's like, hold on a second. I need to not be on the air.
Yeah, hold on. Got to put.
No, I
got to get dressed over here.
I'm not supposed to have you on speaker, right?
No, it's better if you go off a speaker and just talk into your phone.
Okay.
Nobody likes to talk into the phone.
I know.
Well, it's
doing something to our brains. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave it on speaker.
I had my AirPods on, but they weren't connecting to my phone, so I'm in limbo. Sorry.
Well, this is a disaster.
Yeah. You see, I wanted it to be seamless, Anna, but no. This is that crack crew I have working around me. Yeah.
Sorry.
Hi, Leona.
Hi, Anna. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Couple of things. Leona and I met in person, Anna.
I heard and I saw the photo evidence.
Yeah. We were next to a dumpster.
Oh my God. I didn't even notice that in the picture.
We took it. I saw it done. We walked out of Corolla studio. I had her meet me over at Corolla's. And, we walked out, and right across the street was a dumpster. I said, hey, come over here. Just stand here. She got it immediately. She knew exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. So we were hanging out by the dumpster. I know how to treat the ladies, Anna. Then we went for a coffee. And, I felt really bad. We went for a coffee, Anna.
Yes.
And they got my coffee wrong. And I thought about just having it like that and just pretending to drink it. But they charge you like $5 for a coffee. I went, no, I got to get this right. Right. And now Leona is going to think I'm big timing these people, and I don't do that. You know that. But I got my coffee right. And we had a great time. I had a great time, Leona. Did you have a good time?
I did. It was really nice. It was really nice to sit and chat.
Yeah, we talked about life and all kinds of stuff, doing stuff.
And things.
She told me all about her fencing. She's fencing, Anna.
Hey, I know that. She's been doing that for a while.
On guard. Yeah, on guard. And
that's awesome.
Ching, 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 ching. Yeah. So that's what she's up to. Leona, that's not why I have you on the phone. We have another, Anna, I'm wearing one of the hats right now, the old hat, the navy blue one. But we have another limited edition hat coming out in 2 colors.
Yay.
Leona, you want to talk about those since you designed it?
Same design, same cap style. So it's a full back cap, really nice quality. And the two colors are orange and then a graphite gray. So it's kind of a dark gray.
Cool. Those are good colors.
And
Yeah.
then the orange is not a like construction orange. It's actually a nice, real rich, kind of red orange, bright red orange. So
Yeah. I think they look very sharp, and you can, folks, you can order those right now. They're up on the site right now. Debbie told me that you can just go to VinnieTortorich.com and you'll see Leona is always the model for these pictures. So you'll see her beautiful mug with each of the hats on. She's going to make a button right there on the side, and there's going to also be a second button. Leona, I don't know if Debbie told you this, but we're charging a few dollars more for this one than the last one because the cost of hats and the cost of all of it has gone up precipitously. And we're not even covering that whole cost. I said, look, raise it by $3. I don't think people are going to sneeze at $3. If they want a hat, they're going to get it. And, but that doesn't even cover it. It was more like a $5 increase, right?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
And we
Both
didn't,
import-
and shipping too has gone up, but we didn't even figure that in. It just is what it is. And, but people ask for more hats and more colors, and we're going to see if they order these. Now,
I think they will, because I think by the time the show comes out, all the order links are going to be up because Debbie's already talking about it in our admin group. that the
oh,
link
really?
Yeah.
Okay. You see, I didn't even, because this all kind of happened today. And,
Yeah, it did.
you know, we've been working on it for a while, the back and forth with Lois over there and Debbie. And Debbie wanted the gray. I wanted the orange. So we'll see what sells more, the gray or the orange. We'll see. Some people will probably buy both just to have. And by the way, folks, Leona, as God is my witness, these are limited time because we're going to let people order them just like we did last time. We'll know exactly what we need to order, and then we're going to order it. And what I normally do when I do that, I will get like 7 or 8 or 10 of each hat aside from that, so I can have them for myself, give a couple of you to Debbie or whatever. That's it. Last time we did it, what happened? We said, look, limited time. And how many people ordered in the first order?
The first order was 50.
And then we said, okay, you know, people didn't take us seriously. They didn't think we, you know, so then we did a second. Well, the first order, what we did was we just ordered 50 and we sold them. And then everybody's like, wait, I didn't get one. So we said, okay, you could put an order in and we're going to order them all at once. How many did we sell the second time?
202.
All right. So we sold 250 of the other hat, limited quantity, limited. When you think of the size of the audience, that's a very small number. So folks, if you want this hat, we are not doing a second order. Once they're gone, they're gone. That's all I'm going to say about it. Don't come crying to me going, yeah, but I was going to order it. Oh my God. You know, I don't want to hear it. I don't make money on this. Leona, please back me up on this. By the time it's all said and done, am I making myself rich on these hats?
No, not at all.
Is it more of a hassle than it's worth for me?
There are moments, yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
It's a hassle. And, you know, I'm just happy that I come clean at the end and it doesn't cost me anything. And as a matter of fact, there's a few shekels made, just a couple of dollars. And I take that and throw it into the podcast as I do with everything else. I just throw it all in. And there you have it. So thank you, Leona, for doing that. You want to hang up for a bit? Well, because Anna's going to bring something up. Should we have Leona on for this? You think she's just going to nervously laugh the whole time?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh gosh, I'm so sorry.
Well,
it's not a pleasant thing that we have to bring up.
yeah, we got to bring up some. We're getting ready to go into something.
We have to bring up some unpleasant business.
You say you want, you know, you want to be there.
You want to hang out and be part of the
fight.
awkwardness?
I'll hang up because I don't
Oh.
want to.
I thought she was going to say hang out and she said hang up. I was like, oh, I went on a journey just now.
Yeah, no, all right. We'll let you go because we don't want you to be part of, because we got to clean the laundry right now. We got to do a little house cleaning here.
We need some disinfectant.
Oh,
We need to Lysol
yeah.
this place.
Yeah, we can't use the natural stuff. We're not using vinegar and water here. We're going deep.
Yeah, we're going
We need
full on
Clorox.
chemical.
Okay.
We're
Chemical
talking
wash. Silkwood shower.
Yeah.
Yes.
Look at us.
Jinx.
All right. Well, it's
All
been
right.
fun.
Thanks, Leona. Everybody get your hats.
Thank you.
Yeah, get your hats, folks. There she goes.
Are you going to have a link on VinnieTortorich.com? Is that where people get them?
Yeah, and look, there's also nsngshop.vinnietortorich.com. That's
that's good.
But if you go to vinnietortorich.com, there's going to be a couple of links right there on the homepage. Right
good.
next to where you could get the PDF. Notice I didn't say the free PDF, Anna.
No, we
PDF.
can't say that anymore because it ain't free, baby.
It ain't free. Now, before you say what you're going to say, let me just say this. I've not seen any of the comments. I've been saying for the better part of how many years, Anna? I don't want to misspeak. How many years have I been saying I'm going to put a charge on this?
I would say, and this is being conservative, 3 years, but I think it's more like 4 years.
I've been saying it since I was in LA, and I've been here for a few years now. So let's say 4 years conservatively. And when people call me on the telephone, one of the things, I do the phone chats. One of the things, I love the show. I love Anna. I love her, and they'll say, by the way, you should charge for the PDF. I've lost 80 pounds. I've lost 90 pounds. I've lost 100 pounds. I've lost 200 pounds. You should charge for the PDF. The people that have used it successfully, they'll say, you could charge $100 for this thing. You could charge whatever you want. I would pay it. Now, I don't think they would have paid that before they lost $100, but my thought pattern this whole time is put a charge on it so that people can have skin in the game. And I didn't.
And what do you mean by that, Vinnie? What do you mean by skin in the game? Usually,
when you give something away for free, people go, what did you pay for? It's free. It's kind of like a lot of times kids, not every kid, their dad will buy them a new car. And the car looks like a pig pen inside the car, and they never wash it. They never really take care of it. They don't take it.
They have no pride of ownership.
There's no pride of ownership because they just woke up one morning and ta-da, there's a car with a bow on it because it was your birthday. I bought my first car for $700. I still have that car. It's sitting in a barn in Louisiana, rotting, but I still have it. It meant something to me. Right. I paid the $700. I had to go sell vegetables on a corner. I had to go work in the field and earn money. And I had to drive my uncle's dump truck and sweat and toil to make the money to buy that car. Right. There was pride of ownership, man. Even though it was this, kind of broken out car, it was several years old. It was a 71 Ford Cougar. And Cougar.
I'm a 73 Ford Cougar. That's just who I am as a person.
You're a Cougar, baby. So the car meant something to me. I kept it clean all the time. I changed the oil myself. I was back in the days when you did such a thing. You went under the car and you opened it up. You poured the oil out. You put your oil in. There was no Jiffy Lube in my life. I would go under the hood and set the points and condensers. Do all that. You did all that yourself. It was pride of ownership.
Well, I didn't do all that myself, but I certainly saved enough money to maintain my car because I didn't know how to do all that myself. But I agree with you on pride of ownership. No matter how you do it, if you've had to pay for something, you generally have skin in the game. I see what you're saying.
So that's what I did. I stayed on top of my car and I did everything it took. And it meant so much to me that I handed it down to my brothers. And when they were done, it now sits in the shed because it means something. And that's what skin in the game is. I paid something for that car. $700 was an awful lot of money for me when I was a kid. And I know what it felt like to work to get it. I thought about making the PDF, pay any fee you want, right? You could pay zero or you could pay as much as you want. I thought about doing that, but then I said no. And then I started to worry about people who couldn't afford it. And I talked to a friend of mine who has no money, working several jobs just to make ends meet. And she told me, she said, you know what? People like me still find money to go to Starbucks. And I went, you know what? Amen. You know, people, no matter what, no matter how broke you might be, they find Starbucks money. And just to go to Starbucks is easily between $5, $7, $10. So I made it a simple $10 charge. It's not a lot of money.
No.
And by the way, I see people are getting the PDF and people are enjoying the PDF and thanking me for it.
Great.
They always have, whether, you know, thanking me with the charge or thanking me without the charge, they're getting the PDF. But apparently on the Vinnie Tortorich's No Sugars, No Grains group, a group that we keep running for free, along with this free podcast, along with all the free crap I do everywhere.
I'm sorry, 11-year-long free podcast.
Yeah. Over 2,200 shows. Have we done over 2,200 shows?
Yep.
Okay. Over 2,200 shows.
I think I should check.
Okay.
It's close to it. If it's
all right. Almost 2,200 shows. I'm checking right now.
I'm going to say some things here.
Right. Go on.
Here's what I predicted would happen, did happen.
2,215 shows. By the time this show comes out, close to 222 shows.
2,250. 15. I thought to myself, despite all of our warning and everything, because this is honestly what I did with my Substack. And we went over the whole, you know, when the lady called me ridiculous and sad for wanting to make a living at doing recipes. I knew that this would happen in its own way because I struggled with enacting the paywall on my Substack. And it's because you and I have become so conditioned at giving all of our stuff away for free.
Yeah. A free,
and we happen to be lucky to have other businesses that make money, so we pay our bills.
Yeah.
But there comes a point where we need to be paid for the expertise that we're giving out. And your PDF to me is so important in so many ways. And it's a book. It's basically a book. We call it a PDF because that's the delivery format of the actual book, but it's a book, what you wrote.
Okay, hang on.
So let me finish my thought.
Okay.
I am always, and maybe this is just a paradigm shift that people need to have. Books to me are the best way to learn stuff, right? Where did we get away from learning things from books? Books are a great way for a human to distill their knowledge and information so that they can put it into a format that other humans can read it and learn the information. Yes, we podcast, but you're right. When we podcast, we ramble a little bit. You don't maybe want to go back and listen to 2,000 episodes. I get that. So why would you not want it distilled and put into a brief book of information? I have no problem. I will spend $20, $30 on a book to get some nugget of information that takes my thinking beyond that which I thought was possible for myself. That is worth it to me. So I want to put that out there that, like, if you get one thing out of a book that changes the way you think, maybe it changes how you operate in your relationships, maybe it changes your health, maybe it changes your financial future, maybe it changes the way you negotiate a raise at work, maybe it changes how you parent your children. Isn't that worth it? Like, how could people complain, number one, that $10 is too expensive for the value contained in that book? Number one. Number two, why do you think that Vinnie should just give everything away for free? That I should just give away recipes for free? Because there's so many free recipes on the internet? Because there's so much free content of exercising on the internet? Does that not mean, do you want us to go to your place of work and say, hey, I would like for you to distill your expertise for 11 years and not get paid for it, and to get paid on some other business that you also run? Would you like me to go to your work and ask that of you? I don't think so. People want to get paid for their expertise, for their work, for the things that they produce. So I don't think this is a money grab, which is somebody was calling it a money grab. Somebody was calling it nickel and diming. Somebody was calling it overpriced. Somebody was calling, and I had a visceral negative response. That being said, there are going to be people who hate you for this, and that's fine. Don't buy it. But I just wanted to kind of take some time on this here Monday show and explain why. Because it seems to be a mystery to some people, and I can't believe it's mysterious.
All right, I want to hear the comments, but before I thank you for saying, thank you for saying what you said, and you're absolutely right. No one, says anything to Maria Emmerich when she charges for something. No one says anything to Ben Greenfield, who's been charging stuff.
They
for
charge way more than you do.
Oh, they charge hundreds of dollars for what they do.
Thousands of dollars.
Yeah. No one, my good friend.
Vinny, do you have a $2,000 course that you're doing with VIP access to you?
No.
Which, by the way, this doesn't preclude Vinny from doing that in the future, should he choose to do that. But I'm just saying, do you do that?
No.
Do you have a $1,000 course?
No, I do not.
Do you have a $750 course?
Wait, no, I don't. No, as it turns out, I don't.
Do you have a $500 mastermind course?
No mastermind group.
So you have consults should someone choose to book them.
Yeah.
A $10 PDF.
And by the way, when people call me on the consults, the half an hour is $115. The hour is $195. Almost inevitably, every one of them say to me, because a lot of people never heard this podcast, like they'll see the movie and they'll Google me after the movie. Like they'll just find the movie and they'll say to me, I can't believe I'm talking to the guy I saw in the movie last night. How is this even possible? When I first started doing the consults, they were like, I can't believe I'm talking to the guy who wrote the book. It's my favorite book. I can't believe those people, they look at $115 for a half an hour or $195 for an hour and they go, I can't believe you're. I thought when I saw that I can talk to you, I thought it was going to be like $1,000.
And those are going to be your people who are excited and they're going to book consults no matter what. Right. And I understand we're not going to convert anybody who's pissed off. I get that.
I'm not trying to. I'm not.
But if you're on the fence or wondering if it's just some total fucking money grab, it ain't.
No, this is not a money grab whatsoever. This is about putting skin in the game. And just to let people, I'm going to remind people as to why I wrote the PDF to begin with.
Great.
When we started doing this podcast so that I can sell my book. I never thought I would be doing this for 2,215 episodes. I thought we would be doing it for a few weeks. And I'm laughing because I can't believe how stupid I was to think that. We've been doing this podcast straight through for well over 10 years.
Right.
And the book came out about 9 years ago. As Anna will tell you, my book was a meteoric hit.
Yes.
It was a self-published book that was so big that the publishers, after it sold as many copies as it did, the publishers tried to get me to give it to them and offered me $1 million contract to get the book. But I kept it away from them because they wanted to change it. Okay. Even after I sold the book and kept it at the top of Amazon for well over a year, the people that wanted to buy it, changed the cover, changed this, changed the name. They wanted to put things on the cover. I made a deal with one publisher and they wanted to do a thing, how to lose 10 pounds this week on the cover of my book. I refused to do it. And they wanted me to change some of the stuff in the book to give people a quick weight loss right at the beginning.
Right.
And I said, you know what?
We want 7-minute abs. Yeah. We want a meal plan, 1,200 calorie meal plan.
I told them that take their $1 million and shove it up their ass because I wasn't selling out. Because when I thought about it, after agent fees and after government fees and everything, I would have ended up with about $375,000 in my pocket. So it wasn't like I told them to shove a whole $1 million up their ass. What I was going to end up with was less than a $500,000.
Low to mid 6 figures right up the ass.
Yeah. Take that and shove it up your ass. Right. And so I didn't sell it, but I noticed comments because I would read the comments and I noticed what people were saying to me on the phone calls. They were going, Vinny, your book was inspirational. Loved your book. It was great. Oh my God. It really got me going. I wish you would have given more of a prescription. And I said, you know what? You're right. And I sat down as I do with pencil and, I use these kind of pens, the fountain pens, old-timey fountain pens. And just like I wrote my book on the back of envelopes, actually I used the back of when Serena, I'll show you what they are. When Serena types out scripts, look, I'll show this in the camera. This is some script that she had. I use the backs of these to write on. I don't believe in throwing things away. And I sat and started scribbling notes. And then Serena so graciously took those notes and typed them up and did it on the computer. And it came to like 26 or 25 something typewritten pages. And all it is a prescription as to how to get rid of type 2 diabetes, how to get rid of fatty liver disease, how to lower your blood pressure, how to get your triglycerides under 100. It's a how to get healthy in 20. Do people today know what Cliff's Notes are? Anna?
Yeah, they know. It's like book summaries because the kids read book summaries. It might not be Cliff's Notes run, but they.
Okay. Cliff Notes, they used to come if you didn't want to read the whole book, but you had to read,
I've never once read a Cliff's Note or a book summary.
No, but lazy kids.
I would just not read the book.
At the end of the summer when I was a
and
kid,
fake
lazy
it in class.
kids would go to Baton Rouge and get the Cliff's Notes.
Oh no, I read my summary.
Try to read the Cliff's Notes to Moby Dick to write a report on it. And
right.
I've never done Cliff's Notes either, but this was basically the nitty gritty to how to lose weight. Does it work? Yes, it does. I know this because I talk to these people every day. I talk to the Tim Mallions, the Stallion, the Mallion. I talk to Foxy Hoxie. I talk to my other girlfriend over there. What's her name? I love
Kim.
her. Kim. I talk to Kim.
Scott King.
My white version of Kim. I can't think of her name right now. Midwest.
Tracy.
No. Can't think of her name. Anyway,
white Kim.
White Kim.
White Kim.
I have black Kim and white Kim.
Yeah.
I got myself a couple of Kims.
Mm-hmm. Pretty good Kim ratio.
Susie the Meester is who I'm trying to think of.
Oh, Susie.
Also known as White Kim. Congratulations,
Susie.
Scott King, you mentioned the guy's lost 300 pounds. He's working out now. He's got a gym in his garage. He's doing triathlons.
Yeah.
I see Tim Mallion at Disney World taking pictures with his family. He's thinner. He's feeling good.
Yeah.
He's not eating the crap at Disney World. That's what makes me feel good. But
multiplied by hundreds of thousands of people because
I've handed this thing out a gazillion times for free.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept saying, look, at some point I need to start charging for this. And I got to the level where I said, you know what? I've handed it out for free enough. And I'm going to charge for it. And I'm going to make it a price that everyone can afford. If you can afford to go to Starbucks to even take a leak, you can afford this. Right? Yeah. So I put a $10 charge on it. And by the way, talk to experts. Experts said, oh, you could charge upwards of $100 for that, $200. You're saving people's lives. And they would tell me all the things. If you charge $200, of course, you will have 20 or 30% less people getting it, but you would be making $200. So you would make a lot of money that way. Or you could charge $100 and you would have more people getting it and you'll make more money that way. And I said, I just want people to feel if you give me $10, you're going to at least read it once. And I think when people read it once, it's going to help them.
It's true.
Right.
Because people do download it for free and I get them to download it for free. And then I follow up like, hey, did you read Vinny's PDF? Hey, you have a consult. Like my friends who I've made a book with you who are excited to talk to you and they book the consults and they want to talk to you, but then they are not reading the PDF. I'm like, because they didn't pay for it, honestly.
Yeah. So I put a $10 charge now. You said that I've never seen one of these comments.
Listen, I understand how the economics of things change and how it can be devastating to sales and exposure because my books were priced in line with what cookbooks are for that caliber, that number of recipes and the photos that are in it, right? So $35 retail. Now, this is back when Amazon still used books as a loss leader and they marked them way down to $22 to $25 to $27.
They were putting bookstores out of business.
They're putting bookstores. Now they don't care because they don't want to be a bookstore anymore. And now my books are the full $35 and ouch, it has definitely cannibalized my sales and that sucks. But I'm also like, but I wouldn't change. I have so many free recipes out there and I just got to trust that if you guys are having good success with the free recipes, eventually you'll want to take the plunge and trust me that I have got a nice package of recipes in a book for you in 2 books,
Yeah.
So I get that. And the thing that I predicted that would happen, because by the way, I'm going to be doing a similar thing probably in about 3 years. And I know that seems far away, but with the first Eat Happy, I will revise it and put a lot of new recipes in, take some things out, put a lot of new pictures. I'll do a new, basically like an 8 to 10 year revised version of the book. Now, I don't know about you, Vinny, but of my favorite books, whenever a new revised version comes out, I always buy that next version. I have no problem buying books. I think books are the least expensive education. And I love books. I love reading books, and I love nonfiction books. I love self-help books, prescriptive books, like memoirs. I love biography. I love all those kinds of books.
Right.
And I probably could stand to read a little more fiction. I used to love reading fiction, but now I always am reading business books, you name it. And what I predicted would happen kind of happened, was that it was announced that the new PDF was up and it was now for sale, and there's a paywall and you had to pay the $10 to get it.
Right.
And so that makes people go, oh yeah, I downloaded that thing, but I never read it. Or I downloaded that thing, but I should probably read that again. And sure enough, they go to look for it and they can't find it. Right. Because it's not been a priority. And they didn't like save it in a special place in their documents folder because it's not special to them.
Right.
But they go, oh yeah, I should read that thing. And sure enough, folks come out of the woodwork. Hey, can you just send me another download copy of it first? And it's like, no, it doesn't work that way when a new edition of a book comes out. They remove all old editions of the book.
Right.
And
right.
you have to get the new edition of the book.
Right.
Now, for someone like me, it's exciting. I want to see the new, what the new content is. I love rereading the old content because anything that I love, I want to read it again and again and again. I've read Think and Grow Rich 4,000 times. It will never get old to me. I love reading it. And so the comment, so that kind of thing started, and I thought it would, but it's like, no, just get on board with the new one. But somebody said they were sick of being nickeled and dimed to death. He has plenty of money, but I'm all for capitalism in this recession. I probably won't purchase. I wish I could see the name of the person who wrote that.
Oh, wait. That's all one statement?
That's one statement.
All right. So the person is saying.
Well, also, too, don't spend other people's money. You don't know what people have.
Wait. I want to go back.
That's offensive. That's
what
gross.
Am I nickeling? Where's my nickel and diming?
Yeah, isn't nickel and diming that like when you're always just charging for the next thing and the next thing and the next thing?
Yeah, you just keep upcharging. Where's the nickel and diming? Where's all the nickel and
I know this is why I probably should.
A man or a woman? Do you know?
This is a woman. This is a woman. I know. I remember
nickel and diming, bitch. I need to know.
Well, we lost her.
I want to know where else I've nickeled.
She already said I probably won't purchase, which means she probably is gone.
Okay, you know what? Fine. Go get your health advice somewhere else. I hear Weight Watchers has a program. Or try Noom.
Oh, her name is Tracy. Her name is Tracy.
Okay, Tracy. Look, all right.
Oh, she wrote "Go to hell" to somebody who responded to her.
Yeah, all right. You know what?
It got very fiery in the group.
All right, so that's one. Do you have any other comments?
This is nice. Steven Cavazzini says going to buy a new copy out of principle. By the way, Steven, so did I. I was one of the first ones to buy one. And you know what? I'm on the team. And Debbie said, do you want a refund? And I said, no, I don't. I don't want a refund because I have no problem paying $10 to get this book and that I reread already with gusto.
I am taking your $10 and that's going to be the first $10 towards my brand new Porsche.
Your Porsche that runs entirely on grains?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting a grain. I'm calling.
He's getting a quinoa Porsche.
Yeah, I'm getting one. I'm calling Stuttgart tomorrow and saying I need one that runs on grains, grain alcohol. All right, so all right.
So then Hope, I love Hope. Hope, you know who you are. I adore you. You're great. Hope writes, and I think this is an interesting take, and I want to address it.
Okay.
Mixed feelings. While it is well worth the price, I think it may deter some who need it the most, and I want to address that too. Because you already kind of did. You kind of did address it. But
I think we did. I think the people that need it the most, $10 won't deter them. If you told these people $10 and you can be healthy again, that shouldn't deter anyone. Going back to my friend said, people walk into Starbucks and drop a 20 like it's nothing.
Or they go straight to the McDonald's and get a combo meal for $13, $14.
Anna, can you look up
to
online?
Me, it's like
look up online while we're talking about this. I want to know what a combo meal is at McDonald's. And by the way, I would like to know what's in a combo meal. I haven't been to McDonald's in years.
Well, what kind of sandwich would you like?
Okay, they have what was called the Whopper. I would like myself a Whopper.
No, that's Burger King.
Oh,
you want a Big Mac?
Okay, I want a Big Mac. All right, so that's the giant one, the Big Mac.
Okay.
Big Mac.
Big Mac combo meal price 2022.
Okay.
Okay, it looks like it's between $8 and $9 depending on what part of the country you live in.
Okay, let's say it's $8 and tax.
Okay.
You're over
Okay.
$10 on one McDonald's combo meal.
Or close to it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm asking you to give me basically the price of a combo meal. Go to Starbucks, Anna.
I was gonna say when I go to Wendy's combo, I got a Baconator sandwich, just the meat and the cheese and the cheese. You know what I mean? And the bacon.
Yeah.
And that was $8.
Okay.
So that's why I thought the combos
So
were more. But I live in California, so it could be more.
A fast food
Okay.
restaurant, $8 for you.
Okay, what am I buying from Starbucks?
A Floppuccino. I've never had one, but when I
don't know what that is.
It's
Floppuccino?
I call them Floppuccino. Frappuccino, like a Frappuccino.
Frappuccino.
I see everyone getting the Frappuccino. I see everyone. I'm the only one that I go in and say, I want some coffee. And they'll go, what do you mean? It's like, coffee, like drip black in the cup.
Oh, here it is. Menu. Starbucks actually has their menu on the front page. Okay.
All right.
That's a Frappuccino blended beverage. Do you want a pumpkin spice one? Because it's Halloween?
No, I'm not a lunatic. I want a regular one.
You should get the pumpkin spice one.
Would you believe, but there might be an upcharge for that. Is there?
Hold on, it's making me select a store, and I don't live near any Starbucks.
Whatever a holiday upcharge might be, I don't want that.
Hold on, let me find a store. Where's there a store? Buellton? Yeah.
You've never invited me to your house, Anna.
I did. You don't come to my house. Oh, it is in Buellton. Oh, it's at the Albertsons in Buellton. See?
Ooh. All right. So it's one of the ones in the store. Seems to be a common thing.
Okay.
All right.
See the menu.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it doesn't want me to do that. Oh no, everything's unavailable at the Albertsons in Buellton. This is crazy. Okay. So, Starbucks, get it. Hold on. Highway 246 and McMurray.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna look it up.
Here we go. No, I got it. All right.
All right.
Pumpkin spice, because that's what you're gonna get. Okay. You want the middle one or the tall one? The large one? Grande or Venti?
Grande would be bigger than Venti, right?
No, Venti's the big one.
Venti means 20 in Italian.
I know, but it's actually 24 ounces. It doesn't make sense.
Okay. 24 ounces. God, I can't believe people eat that much sugar. All right. Give me the 24-ounce one.
Okay. It's making me sign into my account, so better not order these actual drinks.
Okay.
Okay. They're looks like they're $6 each.
All right, $6.
One's $5.95 and one's $6.25.
What if do they add the whipped cream on top of that?
Yeah, it has it on there.
Okay, it's on there, and you get the dome on top of that. How much is that?
Say $6.
Okay, now I want to know something else about that drink.
Okay.
How much sugar is in that drink?
Oh God, let's see if it will show me nutritional information. Full nutrition ingredients list. It says 510 calories.
Okay.
82 grams of carbs, including 80 grams of added sugars.
Okay, folks.
Whoa.
For the price of the 80 grams, total carbs, that's more than 2 12-ounce Cokes, sugared Cokes. That's 2. That would make sense because it's 24 ounces of Coke is 12 ounces.
Okay, there you go.
So there you have it. You're having 2 Coca-Colas worth of sugar. For how much, Anna? You said $6?
$6.
Okay. I offer no sugar for only $4 more, and I can save your life. The one thing Starbucks is not doing is saving your life. I'm saving your life. That's the difference. Do you see where we are here?
Yeah.
Okay. Now let's crack it back a level here, Anna.
Okay.
Go back to the comments, the bad comments.
Yeah. So
I mind that a Venti Frappuccino is 84 calories, 84 grams of sugar, which is more than I've had this year. I'm pretty sure. The
people here's the thing: the people who need it most, what Hope is talking about. how do I say this? We're spreading the information. That's why we have plenty of free information. That's why, you know what I mean? That this is why we're doing this.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know.
All right. So
you can't continue to work for free and continue to help people for free.
I get where hope
and
is.
Never pay your own bills. I get what she's saying too, but you do.
What else do you get for free? You see, there's nothing for free. I've been handing this out for free information. I finally put a minimal charge, and I got a woman over there going,
you're nickel and diming.
Nickel and diming. Okay, that hurts. Okay, what else you got? I like what Hope has to say. She's got a comment. Well, this might hurt some people, and I don't agree with it, but I like Hope's comment. Right? I like that she's trying to open up.
Well, Rebecca Gibson said there are so many podcasts that have paywalls, and you just keep doing it for free, so it's not actually nickel and diming. Right. Yeah, skin in the game concept is good. Somebody else had the idea that I had, which I've been telling you. I really want you to put it on Amazon as an ebook, because that's another place. Amazon just keeps suggesting all these books to me. You know what I mean? And I buy all of them. I do the Kindle Unlimited. So I read a number of books every month because I pay $10 a month to read the Kindle Unlimited. I just love it. I think you should do an audiobook version and release the audiobook.
I thought about doing that and putting that on my site with Serena reading it.
No, you need to read it.
I read my other book.
By the way, the audiobook version is us doing the NSNG 101s for several hours on this podcast.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. All right. Any other derogatory?
Somebody named Andy Craig wrote some crazy shit. I would get it if it were an entire ebook, but to take something that was once free and then with little to no additional value to charge such an exorbitant amount for what amounts to pennies of bandwidth and storage, I don't like that one bit. Why should this information be paywalled? Read the PDF used to be a mantra around here. Now what's the suggestion? And then it goes on, but I don't have the full screenshot of it.
I don't get.
That was enough. That was enough.
Yeah, it wasn't making sense already. Okay, something was free, now we're charging for it. So that
everything's relative, I guess. To him, it was exorbitant.
And by the way,
he got it for free. He should be in a good mood.
Exorbitant? $10? We just said that a McDonald's Happy Meal costs fucking $10. Now this is
yeah, but that has a toy in it. Why don't you give out a toy with yours?
Okay, Debbie,
shame on you, Vinny.
I need a toy. A Happy Meal toy.
Yeah.
All right. What else you got? Is that it? Please tell me that's it, because I can't take much more of this.
No, that's it. We're done. Do you know about the best olive oil on the planet? Let's do an ad right after bitching about people not paying. Let's do an ad for.
Oh God, yes, please. Villa Capelli, folks. Look, I talk about this all the time,
folks. If you're not going to buy the PDF, you're certainly not going to buy Villa Capelli. But for those of you who are interested, it is the olive oil.
Hey, Miss Nickel and Dimer over there.
No, she's not. She's not going to.
Please turn this off, because you will not be buying the Villa Capelli.
By the way, people tell me they don't even listen to the podcast, and I'm like, well, then okay. Yeah. We're giving out so much information. Why don't you listen to the podcast?
Yeah, somebody
wrote, I don't like to learn from podcasts. Okay.
Fine.
Vinny and I literally, this is the choice we've made, but we put so much information. Vinny's on Twitter answering questions constantly. I'm on Substack with 90% of the content is free. I am on Instagram doing live videos and YouTube doing live videos, teaching you guys how to cook stuff so that you're empowered in the kitchen. Vinny's off doing all sorts of live videos, answering Q&As and questions. Like we on every platform. He's on Instagram doing a video every day. With new content,
brand new content every day on. As a matter of fact, folks, you might want to sign up for my Instagram. I'm going to start doing exercises. I put Megan on notice today. I'm going to start doing exercises, because I had a guy call me.
Great. I'm so glad.
I had a guy tell me, he goes, hey, I did your whole workout. And I said, he was one of my phone calls. He goes, I got in shape just by doing your whole workout. And I said, well, what?
Is that the one where you talked about it on the podcast?
No.
He wrote it down?
Because, the videos. And I went, what? And he goes, yeah, you did your whole workout on videos. And I said, what are you talking about? We don't get very many people over to my PVC
vitamin.
Instagram.
Right.
It was a very small account. But I did a thing where I went through and showed how to train every body part. And some person took that and put it together and figured out how to do a workout just from doing all those exercises. And the guy looks amazing.
That's amazing.
I said, you know what? I'm going to start at the neck and I'm going to go down through the entire body. And we're going to do that. So that's what I'm doing. I'm folks, go to my Instagram and I'm going to start off with once a week. If you guys like it, I might do 2 exercises a week to get through it quicker. But I'm going to do like exercise Tuesday or exercise Wednesday, or maybe every Tuesday and Wednesday, or Tuesday and Thursday, just put up exercises and get through the whole body.
And then tell Megan to make that into highlights. So if you have highlights at the top, she can gather all those videos into highlights, and somebody can just tap arms, push, pull, or whatever, however you want to categorize them.
I'm going to do chest, shoulder, back.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We're going to boom. So getting back to Villa Capelli, let me tell you how much I believe in this company. Over at purevitaminclub.com, where we now have Ultra Salt, we're shipping out to everyone. Folks, if you don't have your back order yet, it's on the way. We use Villa Capelli in our vitamin D3 because every other company that puts out a D supplement, you have to hook it to an oil to do it right. They hook it to a seed oil. And I just couldn't have that. So I contracted, when Paul Capelli was still alive, we contracted with him and said, look, can you ship us barrels of the stuff? And we will put it in our vitamin D product. And that's what we do. That's how much I believe in this product. That we use it over at purevitaminclub.com. It's not just good in a vitamin D supplement where you don't get to taste how good it is. It's also delicious if you put it on a salad. Now, my salads don't have many leaves in them. Usually they have black olives, they'll have avocado, they'll have cheese, 2 or 3 different cheeses. That's what I call a salad around here. Serena might stick a leaf or 2 of lettuce in it, but if she goes past that, I won't touch the salad. But I put my Villa Capelli in there, and that's the way I do it. I also, I famously, when I do my charcuterie board, usually around lunch, I'll have like a couple of nuts on there. Sometimes I'll have a couple of calamatas, and I'll take a couple of hard cheeses. I take the Villa Capelli and I do a little Zorro Z over the top. And then I take my molten salt and I just, I do that. I go all Italian and boom, it's all over the floor and everywhere, but like, boom, like that. But I got the Villa Capelli and the molten salt and I just hit it all. It's just wonderful, folks. You want Villa Capelli. If you want to save money on it, go to.
I'm doing it right now. Do you want to hear what I'm doing?
Yeah, go on.
Because here's what happened. A very sad thing happened in my household yesterday. So I have the little olive oil dispenser and I put the funnel in it and I pour out of the 3-liter tin. And last night I emptied my final 3-liter tin into that dispenser.
That's sad.
And it was a very sad afternoon in this household. Yeah. But so I was like, well, I'm recording with Vinnie tomorrow. I'm going to order it on the air. So here's my question to you, Vinnie. Do I just get 2 3-liter tins and know that I'll qualify for free shipping? Or should I get 1 3-liter tin and some other stuff? Or do I just get 1 3-liter tin and get $10 flat shipping and then use the discount code Vinnie?
I get the 2 3-liter tins. As a matter of fact, I'm ordering tonight because we're out.
There's a different discount code for the 2 3-liter tins. First of all, if you use the discount code Vinnie, VINNIE, you get 10% off your order. But Steven still has this special BOGO thing. It's BOGO 25. So if you get 2 3-liter tins, you get 25% off the second one. And then I think you qualify for the free shipping because it's $125 for the free shipping. So I'm going to go back into my cart. Now I just talked myself into it. I'm going to up the quantity to 2.
Yeah.
So my total order is $219. Okay.
Now people are going to go like people who are nickel and diming.
I haven't bought this. I haven't bought any in like a year.
That's 6 liters of olive oil. Even for a whop like Anna, that will last a long time.
Yeah.
We go through olive oil like it's crazy, and 6 liters. And I had a guy ask me on the consults the other day, he goes, hey man, I'm a single guy. He told me he was 64. He's in California. Anna, do you have any nice girlfriends that would go out with a 64-year-old guy?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. I talk to you about this guy.
Okay.
I think he's pretty successful, and I think he lives near you. To live near you, you would have to be successful. And this guy was telling me, he goes, look, I put the stuff. He goes, I'm one guy and I get the 3-liter tin. Will they go rancid? I said, no, cool, dry place.
Put it in the cupboard.
Put it in the
cool
cupboard. It lasts forever like that, and you'll get through it, no problem. Anna will go through 6 liters, and it won't go rancid.
It took a while.
Yeah.
I had 3 3-liter tins, so that's why I haven't got any in a year. But now I'm because also too, remember when they were sold out?
Yeah.
Like that's
the other reason I have CAPPELLI hanging around.
I wasn't going to order it because I wanted to make sure you guys got it, and then now I'm like, oh, he has it in stock. I'm going to order it. So I'm going to get 2 3-liter tins, and that's $219. If you do the BOGO 25, you get $27 off. If you did Vinnie for 2 3-liter tins, it would only be $21 off. If you're not buying that much, use the discount code Vinnie. Yeah. Keep your order over $125 to get free shipping, or just suck it up and pay $10.
And it's over.
No, it's $125.
Oh, it's
125. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So that's what I'm doing, and I'm logging out with my my Shopify account, because obviously I'm a repeat buyer. Oh, I have to confirm it's me with the Shopify.
Yeah.
I confirmed it. Oh, I don't even know if I have my new address in here. Oh, yeah, I do. All right. So $191. I feel very good about this purchase. Pay now. There's my olive oil for the next very many months.
Cool.
I'm very excited about it. Use the discount code Vinnie, VINNIE. You get 10% off your order. Or like I said, if you do what I did, get 2 3-liter tins, use BOGO 25.
Anna, I'm sorry I got upset during the show here today.
Why are you upset? I don't care.
Yeah, it's just, these people, it's like, come on, man.
I know. Everybody's got an opinion, and nobody's doing, by the way, all these people who have the opinion they're not busy putting free content out there and putting their lives out there and putting their, selves out there to be judged. So don't worry about it. You're doing great.
Yeah.
And frankly, most people support you. And I want to give a shout out to all because that's the majority of people. They're supportive. They're excited. They want to help get the word out. And by the way, Vinnie and I have built this entire thing on word of mouth. We don't run ads to try to get people to listen to our podcast. We don't charge guests to come on. We don't do any of that stuff. Yeah. Everything we do is purely organic word of mouth. And so you guys who are happy with what has transpired in your interactions with us, thank you for spreading the word. And everybody else who thinks we're being nickel and dime, move on. We're not the right people.
That's what I ever say about it, because I'm charging for it now, and that's it. And by the way, I'm going to start adding to it.
Good.
Every now and then I'll just add a little something to it. And
good.
If someone, and we're going to figure out if someone already has it, they won't have to rebuy it. And on and on and on. We'll figure out how that
we'll figure it out. You guys will make it right. So I want to bring up a question.
Sure.
A friend of mine who is a friend of the show. Oh, I don't know if I should reveal his identity. I'll tell you afterwards. His daughter, who is a sophomore in high school, decided that she wants to start weightlifting, which I think is awesome.
Right.
And yesterday, she is on the bench. This is how it was told to me by her last night. I was on a Zoom with them, and she came in the room and was telling me about this. She's a 15-year-old girl, petite girl. And like petite meaning like I think she's like 5'2", 5'3", little one, right? Yeah. And she says, I was at the doctor this afternoon for concussion. And I said, what on earth happened? She said she was on the bench and she had the bar with weights on it. I said, about how much weight? She said 50 pounds total. What happened? I was doing skull crushers and it fell on my head. And I said, where's the spotter? Why is somebody, and I go, do you know what skull crushers are? Like, have you ever done that before? And she said, no, I've never done that before. So why on earth they would start her at 50 pounds?
That seems incredible. A petite girl, that sounds like a lot of weight. Number one, and
then she was in the doctor for a concussion. So I just had to like,
it's kind of hard to crazy to me, right? She probably hit her head really hard. I can't imagine, because the way a concussion happens is when your head snaps into something.
Right. And your brain hits.
If your head is on a bench and someone, and you crush it with the bar, that's not going to give you a concussion. She probably didn't have a concussion.
Okay. Well, the doctor said she
but
did. But
still, she could, we used to call them.
She still could have really hurt herself.
Yeah, she could have given herself an instant nose job, which is what normally happens. And, you got.
Oh, man, I should have done that when I was 15.
This is the problem. You can't, a lot of these kids are in the gym with other kids and saying, oh, you should.
And I said, what did your coach say? Oh, he laughed. He laughed.
Yeah. Yeah.
He laughed.
That drives me nuts.
It drives me nuts. I was very angry. I was ready to we're going to sue the Burbank schools.
And look, you can see I'm
not doing that.
More of my gym back there, right? You can see more of it because I have the camera set correctly. And I get the neighborhood kids over and we work out, right? But it drives me nuts. I'm showing them correctly. And, Turner's is the kid. He's always telling me, he goes, yeah, when I go to school, these guys, they put so much weight on the squat bar, but they're not doing it right. It's like, I know. I said, don't do that. Keep doing what we're learning here because it's kind of the way it works. Folks, I have a guy coming up on the show. He came up this past Friday. You want to go back and listen to this guy. It's really good. Dr. Stefan Cunnane. Go listen to that podcast. This is coming out on Monday. Go back 3 shows to the Friday show. Dr. Stefan Cunnane, very interesting guy. I think you guys will love that. So do not miss that show, whatever you do.
What's he talk about?
You'll see.
Give us a little temptation. Give us give us a word, a noun.
One noun. Talks about the ladies. Yeah. The ladies. No, he doesn't. Go listen. As a matter of fact, this guy
just made it weird.
I did. I always do. By the way, I was doing my Villa CAPPELLI ad while he was on the show, and he wrote to me after the show and he goes, hey, you were talking about seed oils and the 40% seed oil. This is the guy that deals in this kind of stuff. Canada. He was like, is that true? I said, yeah, I don't lie on the podcast. And he said, where can I get information? I said, well, you can start with Extra Virginity and you can go look at the UC Davis olive oil study and the whole thing. And he wrote back, he goes, oh yeah, I've read Extra Virginity and I've also looked at that study. He's like, okay, you're a doctor. It was there. We're not making this stuff up, but very interesting guy. Go listen back to that. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I'm not going to give anything away. It's a very good show. I'm going to cut this off. So all you folks on, how you say, the YouTube, who's looking at my beautiful picture of Jack Johnson, we'll say goodbye to you. Oh, by the way, we'll tell you guys all, before you go shopping on Amazon, go to VinnieTortorich.com so I can nickel and dime you before you get to Amazon. Put a coal on the fire, gets my train down the track.
Vinnie, I just opened my pocket and your hand was in there.
Yeah, you could go to my superfan page, and if you give me money, that's me nickel and diming you. But you don't have to. It's your choice. As a matter of fact, you don't have to do that. You can get something for you $10 and just go get the once the formerly known as free PDF, which is now nickel and diming PDF. Go get that.
You're going to have to come up with a title for it.
Yeah, the nickel and dime show is what I'm calling it.
No, I mean for the PDF.
Yeah, I'm going to call it the nickel and dime PDF. Debbie, get on that. All right.
Here's what you do in big bold letters. You write, give me all your money on the front of it.
And folks, if you think I'm nickel and diming you, Anna Vocino will nickel and dime the crap out of you. If you
I have no shame in my game.
She's got Eat Happy Kitchen, and look, you want to be nickeled and dimed by this woman because those powders.
At least I give the people a meal.
Who was telling me they bought the powders and then they bought an extra set for their sister-in-law and just sent it to
them? Somebody did say that.
Yeah.
Somebody just wrote me today. They bought 5 3-packs of spices to do for Christmas gifts, and that's awesome.
Folks,
they're great gifts.
I've been using Anna's books for Christmas gifts every year. I think I'm gonna do the powders this year. I'm just gonna
do the powders.
20 of those, wrap them up. They're lightweight.
You don't even have to. Honestly, they have the cute packaging on the outside. You could
Serena
just be
likes to, she
puts the bow in the thing.
If you don't do that, it looks like, oh, you came in my house, I went in my pantry and found something.
Well, that's okay.
Right? No, I'm gonna put it in the bag, put it in a little bag, with the toilet tissue in the top, the pink and all the festive, the green, toilet tissue, and
red, but yes,
people like that. They like when you do that. It looks like you thought about them. So I'll get like 15 or 20 of those. Boom, just hand them out. folks, go get it before she runs out of this stuff. Because if she runs out, you're going to be up Schitt's Creek without a paddle.
We just found out we can't manufacture more till at least February 1st anyway. So if
I'm
we're out,
putting
we're
the
out.
order in now.
Yeah.
All right. So, boom, boom, boom. Let me cut
Thank you,
this
Vin.
off because I got a little music I want.